I know it's been a while, but I want to welcome you to another episode of Alexia Says. So if you don't know, I am Alexia Beckford, and I am just providing with some inspirational words, some motivation so that you can live your best life. So, the word that has really been coming to me the past couple of days is just being grateful. Just having a spirit of gratefulness and being grateful for what we have. And being grateful doesn't mean that you necessarily that you don't want to achieve more, you're not ambitious or it's not driven, but you're grateful because things could have been worse. And I just want to remind everybody, if you were on the wake up list this morning, you have a right to be grateful, right? If you have a job during this crisis, be grateful. If you have food in your fridge, be grateful. Too many of us cannot reach that next level of our lives because we're not grateful for the little things now. We're not grateful for what we have now. It's always you're not satisfied. And all of us want the best. All of us want to have the best life and the best things. And I believe that, God will always put us in a position where we can achieve it if we put certain preparations in place. But wanting to be ambitious and driven doesn't mean I'm not grateful. Because with all the news, CNN and MSNBC, everything that's going on, you get so depressed you won't know how grateful you are. Some of you may not be blessed yet with finances. Finances. Your goal for 2020 probably was achieving or saving X amount of money. You may not reach that goal this year. Be grateful that you still reach half of that goal. See what you could have done to make it better. If you achieve more than you did last year, if you're starting a new course, starting a new skill, learning, just be grateful for what you have. Too many of us are unappreciative of where we are. We do not celebrate our small wins because we're waiting for that big win. We're waiting for that big win. You live in a house. It's, for example, like you live in Portmore and you see a person in Chair Gardens, and every day you're like, oh, I want to live in Chair Gardens. Never appreciating the fact that you have a house. You have a job. Yes, it is not paying you what you want, but somebody in the midst of this crisis got laid off and wished they had a job. A lot of you have health insurance. A lot. And they're like, oh, you may say it's not a big deal. It is a big deal for those of us who have autoimmune diseases, who have no insurance, and the big chunk of your pay is being taken out due to health expenses. And let me tell you something. If you are healthy, meaning you have never in your entire life been in a hospital except for when your mother birthed you, you need to be grateful, because many of us are facing some health challenges daily. And we have to fight. We have to fight. Be grateful that you have the little till God blesses you with the much. If you walk foot, you used to walk and you can afford a car. Yes, it may not be your dream car at the moment, but it is a car. It is a car. You may not be where you want to be, but if you align yourself, if you make a plan, if you put things towards that season of your life, it will come. It will come. It may not come when you want it to come, but if you keep preparing yourself for that season, that breakthrough, it will come. It will come. That breakthrough is gonna come. Trust me, it will come. We need to start appreciating the things we have. We need to appreciate. Some of us are like, oh, we don't have a lot of friends. Be grateful for the 2 friends you have. Those are loyal. Be grateful if you grew up with 2 parents and you know your father. Be grateful, because a lot of persons are walking around with emotional baggage due to maternal and paternal issues of not knowing where they have come from, who their parents are, of not knowing. Yes, your parents can be annoyed, but be grateful they're still above ground. You can still talk to them and give them a one call. We need to stop focusing on what we don't have and be grateful for what we do have. You're walking. I remember the days, and I will always say it. If you look at my Instagram feed, I remember, and I love to say being in a hospital, because it was such a defining moment in my life. A huge defining moment in my life. And it made me appreciate having a bath. Just going in the shower. Being able to walk and get a glass of water. Just being able to walk up the road without crutches, without any aids. And I was so grateful for the little things. Nothing big, little things. As grateful for being in hospital and my friends would come and visit me. Even if they never bring any gift, just be grateful that you took time out to send me a message, a text, like really grateful, because when I was low, that helped. You see, if we look on it, a lot of us say, oh, you don't have a car. Okay? You have a lot of people on orthopedic wards, Foot mash up, leg mash up, everything mash up, And they wish they could walk and they have to put steel in there and all of these things. So we need to be grateful. We need to have a spirit of gratefulness. And allow that in our lives. Things may not be where we want them to be. And yes, we should aspire for more and push for more. But be appreciative of what you have now. Thank God for the small things. Be thankful for the small things, so He can open the room in your house for the big things. So He can move you into that season, that next level where you can level up and grow. So when He might go bless you and make the blessing show upon you, you are ready and you are grateful and you are appreciative. Because you remember the days when a patty and cocoa bread, and you could barely afford cocoa bread, a patty and chubby or whatever. So when you can go turn over and eat steak or whatever it is, you are grateful because you know where you're coming from. Some of us need to just be grateful. Let me impact that word with you today. Grateful, gratefulness. Gratefulness. Some of us need to stop looking on other people's lives and saying they're at a certain age and they're this and I'm not there yet. Understand, you may have set goals in your 20s, you've not achieved them. You're in your 30s. When are dead, no dash way. Your friend found love of them life and got married before you. So what? What is for you will always be for you. Nobody can take that away from you. Sometimes when we compare our lives to other people, that's why we cannot enjoy. That's why we can't be grateful. Because it's always a comparison. It's always, Cindy had this, so why I can't have this? You are not Cindy, and Cindy is not you. God make you and Cindy different. Some things where you go through in life, Cindy could take. Cindy probably don't go through War 21, but you made it. Probably He's preparing you. Probably He's setting that place for you, that table for you. And in setting that table for you, He's saying, give you some time. Study, develop new skills, get yourself ready. Because so when the doors open, you take off like bolts. Too many of us want to be like that person. Some of us need to stay in our lane and work on our lanes and what we have to accomplish. Work on our gifts, build on our gifts, and aim for the stars. So when you reach your moon, aim for the stars and push. Stop trying to live other people's lives. Stop trying to be like that person. Embrace who you are. What are your gifts? What makes you special? Probably if you took some time understanding who you are, you'd be so grateful of what you've learned and the type of person you are. You wouldn't have no time to business about who get married before you and who have kids before you and who buy them house before you. What if it's not your destiny yet for all own that house? You see that house, you want a house. But God has said, all back, I have a plan. I'm going to give you what you want, but think bigger. Think better. Think bolder. You envy your friend right now because your friend in that big job making that big money. And sometimes God wants to prepare you and say, hold on now. I wouldn't put you there. Because it's not going to grow. It's not going to bless you. It's going to keep you far away from me. So I'm going to test you a little bit more. I'm going to send you to a different place. And who knows? Next person in a job, you own 2 businesses in the next 5-6 years. Prepare. Stop comparing. Comparison is the thief of joy. Be grateful for what you have. Let's just be grateful for what we have. Let's walk with a spirit of gratefulness. When my friends win, when I see my friends accomplishing things, associate strangers, I am happy for them. I'm the biggest cheerleader. Like, yes, you make it. I am the biggest person for them. I don't envy because I don't want their life, and I'm sure they don't want mine. Because I know some things that I have been through would break them. Okay? I'm doing my own thing and I'm grateful. Because I know that my season is coming, or my season has come. Jay-Z in the song American Gangster said, it's my time. Like he said, but you know, and that line stuck with me. But it's my time. Some of you cannot reach to your time because you're looking at other people's time. A lot of you see people glory, but you don't see them story. I can draw for a lot of songwriters now. Massacre. When he said they never knew I was hungry before. They don't know my story. Work on cultivating your own story. Work on you. Focus on what you need to achieve. But in the midst of it, be grateful for what you have. You have 2 feet. A man without feet wish he had feet. You have food and a man out there has no food and wish he had food to eat. You have a family. Somewhere a man is crying because he has no family. I don't know where him come from or adopted. You have your mother. Yes, she's annoying. You have somebody bawling out of cat because they wish their mother could come back. Let's be grateful. Let's be grateful and be grateful for what we have. Stop focusing on every other person and what they have achieved, and focus on you and your destiny and your season. Because I am here to tell you, sometime when your blessing are coming, sometime when your blessing are coming, and a little bit of blessing are going to drop down upon you, or dash upon you when it come in. But you see, you have to put yourself in a position. You have to be grateful. You have to be thankful for what you have, so that room can be made for the things to come. Some of you praying for a husband or long-lasting relationships, and you have not healed from things that are breaking or hurting you. You have to fix yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be grateful for the small things. That's why I'm not into watching other people's story, because I don't know what them doing in them life to achieve what they achieve, I can only speak for myself. And one day soon I can go in depth about the things I have been through. But I'm grateful. I was grateful when I was in the hospital and I had a job. I was grateful when I came out, and because I was in a hospital with a little tubs of water for bed. I was in my house with the walking boot and crutches. And when I could walk, although the walking was smooth, I was grateful, so I still had my legs. You see, when we go through things in life, What will define us is how we view the world when we're going through the storm. What will define us as individuals is in the midst of the storm, how we look on the world. And a lot of us, our mindset and how we view the world is holding us back from reaching that next level, the level of great, the level of being great, successful, having long-lasting relationships, having a healthy mind, body, and spirit. It is our mindset. Mindset, the mind. Some of you will reach so far in life if you don't get rid of that dirty mindset and bad mindset. Go reach nowhere in a life mindset. Think everybody bad mind your mindset. If you just restructured how you view the world and looked at challenges as lessons and looked on certain things as opportunity to grow and to be greater than your current self. Some of us, if we are just a little bit grateful, so many doors would be open. If we appreciated the small things, we could get so much bigger things. But you know, it's our problem. That is our problem. We have a mindset. We have a dirty mindset. We have a dirty mindset. You want what Jody have, and don't want to put yourself in a position to achieve those things. Instead of looking to Jody and saying, Jody, would you be my mentor? What books do you read? How did you grow? Listen to the mindset. No. You just want to reach places and blame everybody for why you do achieve or why you don't do this. It's your mindset. Are you going to have a mindset of gratefulness? Are you going to have a mindset of never being satisfied with anything? Only you can answer that question. But as we go into another season, the other half of the year, because you're currently in July, let me just remind you that mindset determines everything, you know. How you view life, how you look on people. Sometimes it's not the struggle, you know. It's not that we won't have bad days, sad days, hard days, you know. But it's how we look on it and how we view it. It's how we view those days. And a lot of us need to fix our mindset so we can grow. Because 5 years from now, 10 years from now, when somebody look on you and when you have to look yourself in the mirror and say, why did I have achieved these things? It's not that you never had the ability. It's your mind. What were you feeding yourself? Did you take accountability for actions? Did you really look on yourself and I could have been more appreciative? Yeah. Let us think on these things. But what I'm saying you today, please have a spirit of gratefulness. Kindly have a spirit of gratefulness. If you are not grateful, then you're being a blocker in your own life. You are block progress. You can't blame nobody else. You are blocking that, okay? Do not be a blocker in your own life. And until next time I ask you to stay blessed, stay wise. Fix your mindset, boo. Fix your mindset, okay? Cool.